Hello, fellow Cravers, and welcome to another WWE Predicts. As always, you have me, GD, and I have my co-host here, Hanksy. How are you, mate? Hanksy? Come back, man.
Yeah, okay.
You're back?
Okay. All I heard then was you say hello, and then you went, you dropped out the party. So what happened then?
I don't know. It's a different way of starting this, though, isn't it? Hi, Welsh. How you doing, mate? So yeah, anyway, yes, welcome to, I would say it's one of our favourite pay-per-views. I can easily say it's one of my favourite ones.
Yeah, mine.
And it is...
It's even more exciting this year because we've got the women's match as well. So
you know what, mate?
Really
you know what? For once, because we've been doing this now as a team for what? It's coming up to about a year, 2 years.
Yes,
I'm gonna let you introduce what pay-per-view it is this time. I'm always the one that's introducing it. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Cheers for just dropping that on me.
Yeah, that's what I do best.
So we have the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So it's so this is the match where so this year we've got two matches, and we've got the women and the men, where it's a ladder match. The main event of the ladder match. The person who gets to the top grabs the briefcase that contains a contract, which means that they can turn that contract in at any time,
anywhere,
and demand at any time, anywhere, and demand a title match with whoever is holding the title at the time.
Well, mate.
So it feels like forever since pay-per-view, since Money in the Bank last time, because obviously last time Dean turned it in on the night.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Usually with a Money in the Bank briefcase, I think it's only been 2 times that has actually happened where it had been turned in on the night. The other person being Kane. But everyone else, they at least hold on to it at least a few months beforehand.
Well, I mean, the year before, obviously Seth Rollins held it all the way until WrestleMania, and then obviously turned it in on Roman and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, didn't he? So that you had that for ages, and I think a couple of years before that it was Dolph. They held it until the day after WrestleMania. Well, so we're used to them holding it on for some time, aren't we? And after this time, it was turned in on the night, and it just feels so long ago, right?
Well, mate, talking about Dolph Ziggler, we are going to be kicking off our predictions with a Money in the Bank ladder match. We're going to be kicking it off with the men's 6-man ladder match, because I feel like it is going to be the first match out of them all, myself.
Yeah.
So
I think it could be.
Let us jump into that. I just realised entrances are on. Don't even dare press that, you stupid thing. And I want it to be fast. There we go. Let's go to our Money in the Bank. So, like we said, this is the first Money in the Bank match, 6-man ladder match. Like we said earlier, first person to grab the briefcase wins. We have the United States champion, Kevin Owens. We have AJ Styles. We have Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, and the new guy, I would like to say, Shinsuke Nakamura. So, let's go. So, like I said, you gotta love a Money in the Bank match. It's just one of the better things. We've had some
last year was amazing.
Oh god, yeah, and it was one of the first matches, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was absolutely brilliant. The ladder match last year, brutal but brilliant. I mean, the contraption we had, basically the ladder in the middle and then 2 either side. Yeah, and I think. If I remember right, it was 2. I can't remember who it was, but it was 4 of them double suplexed onto it. It was amazing. Well, I remember Kevin Owens was one of them. He almost went through the ladder.
The thing is, I'd like to say there is one thing that I am a little bit disappointed about this year's, but they kind of have scratched that itch for me. Is that with Money in the Bank, I think it would have been better if it was a cross-brand pay-per-view. Because I would have loved to see 2 Money in the Banks, 1 for each show. But like I said, they've kind of done that and by introducing the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match. But either way, I'm just happy it's still there. And it's one of those things as well, looking again, SmackDown seems to be getting the better pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Well, it's like look at... We had Extreme Rules last month. It was last month. And I'm going to say it was boring.
It was flat for me. You know what? You know the problem? It wasn't Extreme Rules.
No, it wasn't. It was a 5-man.
We didn't get any.
Yeah, that's it.
And the only extreme things, it didn't go out of the ring. It didn't. You know, there was a few chairs thrown around, but that was it. It wasn't for me. You know, they didn't even use the stairs. It was just, it was flat. I mean, the Dean Ambrose thing was just, again, was the opposite of Extreme Rules, which was ridiculous.
Oh God, because it was non-disqualification.
Non-disqualification.
Kind of predicted what was going to happen there. Sort of. The thing is, Miz was going to be there to try and get Dean Ambrose disqualified. That was his main aim for it, and he sort of did have that ability, but he did pin him cleanly in the end. Well,
he did,
sort of cleanly.
Well, sort of clean.
Yeah,
sort of clean. He was distracted, but I mean, it was. So it was just, I don't know. I felt it was very flat and quite disappointing for it. I really like Extreme Rules, and we've had some absolutely brilliant Extreme Rules pay-per-views in the past. But this time, it just wasn't particularly extreme.
Yeah, how does it feel that our own match was more extreme than Extreme Rules?
Exactly, this is it. I mean, the tag teams was good.
Yeah,
I like the tag teams. Obviously, we've got to see Jeff jump off something high again.
That's normal.
Which seems to be, I believe, starting to set up the storyline towards the Broken.
Yeah, I've started to see that. I think it was it this week? Matt faced was it Cesaro? And you could start.
This week it was a rematch, wasn't it?
Yeah, you could start seeing that he was starting to show that side of him.
And it started to build. The idea, I believe, at the moment is the storyline maybe along the lines of eventually Matt's going to break because he's going to be fed up with Jeff taking too many risks and losing matches.
I just want broken Matt. That's the thing. That's what everybody wants.
That's what we want.
The thing is,
they talked about it this week, haven't they, for the first time on WWE, I believe?
Yeah, I think they spoke on. They didn't speak on WWE. It was
Graves.
Yeah, so it's available on WWE.com. I think it was that they spoke. Well, I hadn't seen it myself as well, but yeah, they was talking about just everything that everyone's been asking from them. It was nice that they've actually been answering questions about it now.
Yeah, it's the first time I've spoken because obviously he's been not even talking about SmackDown, but he's been doing the mannerisms and stuff. But the commentary team have completely ignored it because obviously they've had to.
Yeah, by legal reasons.
But as I say, I believe this week is. I mean, I haven't seen it. I've read it on Cage Side. Give those guys a plug. But they were saying that basically he was asked about the gimmick and stuff, and he said that he really wanted it and hopes, but really believed it would be coming sometime soon.
Was how long it takes TNA to just, The thing is, TNA's just holding on to be spoiled now. The thing is, they're not going to do anything with it.
Well, they can't use it.
Yeah, because they haven't got Matt or Jeff. The point is, broken Matt. Unless they're going to hire someone that's called Matt and break
if they did try to use the gimmick, it would just be ridiculous.
Yeah, they'll know
the fans wouldn't take that.
No, not one bit.
Yeah, fans wouldn't take it. So, you couldn't use it with somebody else. So, I think they will have to. Eventually, I think it'll come. So anyway, back to this match.
Yeah. So like I said, this is for it's the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, and Shinsuke Nakamura. So the usual suspects, I would like to say. In this kind of match.
Some of them are. Two of them were in last year. I think, in fact, wasn't Dolph Ziggler in last year's as well?
Dolph Ziggler was in last year, but he's got the prestigious mark of actually winning a Money in the Bank ladder match. Yeah. Compared to these lot.
But he's won it. He was in last year. Kevin Owens was in last year, and so was Sami Zayn. So at the 3 of them were in last year.
Yeah.
And then we got the three newbies. Really.
Well, Shinsuke, he only had his first match. Last month.
A month ago, really.
That was against Dolph Ziggler, who was in the ring with him.
Yeah.
But he's currently he was on a winning streak at that time until he got distracted.
Till this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's the thing is, you can't complain with the 6 that are in the ring, though. The thing
No,
is
no, these are the 6 best.
these are 6
The
best. Yeah.
The only people you'd put in the same sort of bracket are... well, I suppose you've got a ridiculous, you've got to say Jinder Mahal, because he's, you know, the champion. Randy and John Cena, who's now being billed as a free agent.
That's the thing. I've actually heard a bit more about John Cena. So the rumours are at the moment, John Cena's going to be having a match at...
Big match at SummerSlam.
No. At the pay-per-view that shall not be named. Yeah. You know what? Right, I'm gonna say this now. The pay-per-view, Raw's next pay-per-view, everyone who watches WWE knows what that pay-per-view is called. We know what this pay-per-view is going to be called, but here on our predictions, we're going to call it Judgment Day because that's what it should have been called. So yeah, according to that...
So when is that then? Is that after the 4th of July? Cause
yeah, so that is on...
SmackDown on the 4th.
That is on the 9th, I think it is. So it's the actual Sunday after. So, yeah, he's supposed to be having a match.
He's back, right, because he's back on SmackDown on the 4th, isn't he?
Yes.
His return.
But like you said, he's been labelled as a free agent. So it makes you think it's either SmackDown don't really want him anymore, and Raw don't want him anymore. I'm going to be honest, the WWE Universe don't really want him anymore, so... just go...
I don't know, he still sells a lot of T-shirts. He shifts a lot of merchandise.
Mate, they're great, they soak up stains so great, that's the reason.
But no, so I can't argue with who's in this match. It's the best talent they've got at the moment, by a long way, which is good.
But yeah. So talking about it, so it was originally going to be a 5-man ladder match, but then Kevin Owens kind of weaseled himself into the actual match. But at the same time, he was making a really, really good point. He's the US champion, and he's not been put in your marquee match. You're looking thinking, he should really be there. He's your United States champion. It's kind of odd that you don't put the guy with the minor belt in the actual match. Which I'm happy that he's there. He makes it more entertaining. He is, out of them all, he's the heel. He is the true heel that's in that match.
Yeah.
So, like I said, so he's been put in that match. Everyone else was already named by Shane McMahon for it. On May the 23rd, it was announced. So, like I said, no strangers money in the bank in general. The veteran Ziggler will perhaps walk into it with a distinct advantage. After all, he did ascend to the top of the ladder back in 2012. And then he cashed it in on Del Rio, wasn't it?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
That time where
that was when he was with Big E
and AJ.
So was Big E Langston and AJ
Lee. AJ Lee, so, not AJ Styles.
No, AJ Lee.
Yeah. Just mate, if they've still got long hair.
Yeah, it's a soccer mom. Yeah. So he did win it. I don't know. They say it's an advantage. It's just a ladder match, isn't it? I mean,
I'm going to say the people in this match, I would say personally, has an advantage. The high flyers. So AJ Styles, I'll keep an eye on him. I don't think Sami Zayn will, but at the same time, you never know with this. It's always the unpredictable with these kind of matches, which I like.
Sami has a habit of just beating himself, doesn't he?
Yeah,
that's the problem with Sami.
And especially
I actually really like Sami Zayn, but he gets caught up in situations, and then ends up sort of doing stuff which is high flying, and he takes other people out, but tends to take himself out at the same time. I think it's his problem.
I'd like to point out, if people are watching this at the moment, no one was in the ring for about 3 or 4 minutes then. Everyone was just beating themselves up outside the ring, and it's now looking at someone who's actually climbing the ladder at the moment, Baron Corbin. Do you think he could be walking away?
I think he could win it.
You really think he could win it?
I think he could win it. Yeah, I do. He has a height advantage as well, which is going to be handy.
He doesn't need a ladder.
I think... Yeah, he pretty much jump. I think it could be Baron Corbin's year. Out of all of them, I think he's the one. I think could be taken away. I think you're right. I don't think it's going to be Sammy.
No.
I don't think it's going to be Dolph Ziggler. And I don't think it's going to be Shinsuke. So I think we can rule those three out.
I think Shinsuke definitely not, because it's just too soon for him to be
I
having
don't
that
think
kind
he's
of
got
power.
the experience.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got the experience in this type of match.
Mm.
I don't want it to be Shinsuke. I want it to be somebody who's going to be entertaining with it.
Yes.
And I think Baron Corbin would be entertaining. I think Kevin Owens would be brilliant with it as well.
Do you know what? I think out of them all, most of them would be. I could easily see them with the belt. I could see them with the briefcase, and they could be quite entertaining with it. The only thing is, with Kevin Owens, he doesn't really need it. He's already got a championship. It would be nice to see him have a shot at the WWE Championship, but the thing is, it's one of those not ifs, it's a when for him. And it just depends on how long he's holding the US Championship as well. Yeah. Dolph Ziggler, we don't want him to win it. I'm going to say that now. I don't want him to win it. Yeah. The thing is, he's doing quite well with SmackDown. It's just at the moment, no. AJ Styles, I think, is the same position as well. I just don't want him to be. I don't want him to be winning it. The thing is, he's had his time with it. I want someone new. I want someone fresh. And so out of the ones that are there, I would be happy with either Baron Corbin. That's it. Sorry, sounded weird for a second there. Baron Corbin or Sami Zayn. You know what? I'm gonna just because you said Baron Corbin, I'm gonna say Sami Zayn. I think should win it.
I'd love it to be Sami because I really like Sami Zayn, and I feel he's really underutilized.
Well, it's not just.
He's got so much talent, and yet he hasn't got. When you consider after SummerSlam last year, him and Kevin Owens had that match when they stole the show. You know, they were fantastic. And then after that, Kevin Owens goes on to hold the Universal Championship for pretty much 8 months, and Sami Zayn drops back down really to fight him. Well, Baron Corbin and Kalisto and the likes, isn't it? Really? Yeah. At the bottom end, and Braun Strowman. I say fighting Braun Strowman, being beaten up by Braun Strowman. So, I feel like they've gone in different directions. I do feel sorry for Sami Zayn because I feel he's better than that.
Yes, I do agree too. I think he's better, and he deserves a better shot at things. Now, actually thinking of it as well. I am more as much as I'm saying Sami Zayn, I am leaning more towards Baron Corbin for the fact that it would be better for him to be. It would be better for him to because it is a heel. That's the main reason. He'll do a lot better with the briefcase. And not just that, Sami Zayn's too much of a good guy. Yeah. So, Basic Edition says here, I think Corbin is going to win it. If I got to pick my top 3 winners, it would be 1, Sami Zayn, 2, Baron Corbin, 3, Kevin Owens. Shinsuke's just standing on top of the ladder. Reach the bloody briefcase, you idiots. Stop just staring at... Seriously, he's just... I'm not the only one
There's a gay bro.
Right, I'd like to point out to anyone who's watching this at the moment, we're not controlling any of the actual wrestlers in this match. No. So what is happening at the moment, it's the actual computer that's doing this. Guys, stop fighting each other. Get the guy off the ladder who's just standing there.
No, I mean, I think I'd agree with us. That if I could choose the top 3.
Yeah.
No, actually, I think the person I want to win it actually is Baron Corbin.
I want Baron Corbin to win it. I just want Baron Corbin to knock Shinsuke Nakamura off the goddamn ladder.
I think Baron Corbin, number 1. I think Kevin Owens would be my second choice, and then probably Sami.
Yeah.
But because I think the reason for Kevin Owens being my second is because again I think he'd be a lot of fun with it.
Yes,
So I think you're right. I think it will happen. It's not a case of will it happen, but when does it happen?
Like I said, with Sam,
I think
with me and Sam.
But
anyway, carry on.
I don't know. I just think Sam is too nice.
I agree. I think that's the thing with Sammy. He'll end up doing a John Cena type of thing where he'll I've got the briefcase. I'm going to challenge you to a match in 2 weeks' time. No,
Yeah.
that's not how you use
Yeah.
the bloody briefcase.
No,
you
no,
go
you wait
in
until
after
somebody's
they've had a
beaten
match.
half to death. Yeah, exactly.
That
I can't see Sammy doing that.
exactly. That's basic
See all the
condition.
others
Just
doing that.
that's what basic condition just said. I think if Zayn won, he'll announce when he'd cash in.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, I think so.
That's why I don't like when faces have the briefcase, because even Rob Van Dam did that as well, didn't he? But he did the wise thing of saying, "I'm going to cash it in one place. You're going to wish you don't win."
Yeah.
So, a little bit. Just want to do a little bit brief history of some of the weirdest things with this, with the Money in the Bank as well. So, like I said, the Money in the Bank has been around a while. We've had some great people and great champions hold it. Do you remember the one time when the actual briefcase was not cashed in by the Money in the Bank winner?
No.
Yeah, so it was
Who didn't cash it in?
So what happened was, I think it was the second Money in the Bank match, when it was at WrestleMania, of all shows, of course.
Yeah.
Like most of these matches, they usually start from that.
Start wrestling, yeah.
And the actual winner of the Money in the Bank back then was Mr. Kennedy.
Right.
Yeah, so what happened was Mr. Kennedy had won the briefcase, and Edge actually challenged Kennedy to a match for the briefcase.
Yeah.
So, of course, Kennedy lost. Edge ended up winning the actual briefcase. So that is the only one.
And won the title.
That is the only one time that someone has actually won the Money in the Bank match, but not actually cashed it in.
But not cashed it in.
Yeah. So well done, Mr. Kennedy. You're the only. Actually, you know what? What are the chances if Sami Zayn does win this, and he does that?
Yeah, you could imagine that. Actually.
Yeah.
No, I think it's been some great, as I say. I mean, obviously, the most famous one was Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Yes.
Cashing it in on basically after Roman had pretty much won that match against Lesnar. He comes in and pins Roman. That was awesome.
That is one of the most remarkable ones, yeah.
Last year was brilliant. Last year was brilliant. I mean, and the fact that, to be fair, Dean had said,
whoever's going to win it, I'm going to cash it in on you.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to win it, and I'm going to cash it in on the night.
Yeah, because once it's Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins.
It was, yeah.
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 Well,
he came in, if I remember right, he came in, hit just after Seth Rollins had won it. Seth Rollins actually won the title against Roman, held the title for about 30 seconds, and then Dean came down, hit him with the briefcase, and then pinned him.
Anyway, mate, I'm sorry to stop you from this, because the winner of our Money in the Bank match has been announced. It is Baron Corbin, who, according to this, will be walking away as the as Mr. Money in the Bank. So anyway, let's move on to our next match. If my controller is still awake, it is, thank God. No, which is the SmackDown Women's Championship, Naomi versus Lana. Now, I'd like to point out, this is how much Lana is not a wrestler before she had this ravishing mode. I actually had to go and find a created version of Lana. She's in the game, but she's only a manager in the game. Yeah. So, right, where do we start with this?
This came out the blue, hasn't it? I mean, so where do we start? Well, Lana went away after WrestleMania, disappeared at the same time as Rusev, didn't she?
Yes.
Now, the rumours were that she was actually going to make an in-ring debut, because she'd done a couple of house shows, I believe, for NXT.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's where people started seeing her doing her dance thing. Yeah.
And then, all of a sudden, she pops up doing this sort of weird thing on SmackDown where she appears to be a stripper, to be honest.
It's called burlesque, mate.
And it's sort of been teased for a couple of weeks. And my understanding is actually she's taking the character that she's using, or that she's portraying, is the Emelina character. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I heard that as well. And when you actually start looking at it, I think once it was actually announced how Lana was going to be coming in, a lot of people looked at it and thought, this is what Emelina is going to be doing. But the difference is, at least she's going to be here in less than 6 months.
Yeah.
And it won't be teased coming soon.
This was a sort of character that Emelina was supposed to be. But the bosses decided that Emma wasn't putting the effort in they wanted, so basically they pulled it, and we had that ridiculous thing where she came out and then went back in again, and then went back to being Emma, and they got injured, and they made it back this week.
Yeah. I think that was her punishment, wasn't it? Yeah, you have to go out there, go and see those fans, and tell them what you want to do.
Yeah.
But
So anyway, Lana's pops up. She turns up last week, wasn't it? It was the first time we actually saw her.
June the 6th edition she's showing up, so it was last week.
And effectively, she came down to try to get into the ladder match, didn't she?
Well, the thing is, we knew that
she couldn't.
Like I said, we knew that Lana was going to be on her way back, and I was expecting her to be back for Money in the Bank anyway. And the main reason I thought she was going to be back because I thought she was going to be put into the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of people was actually looking at.
That's what we all expected, wasn't it?
And now instead of that, she's actually been given a shot at the championship. And I like to point out, Lana she hasn't wrestled yet, has she?
No, she's not. She's, as far as I can remember, she's not done any televised work whatsoever.
All she did was
apart from this week, she did some sort of like a power bomb.
That is some awesome power bomb.
It was good.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's going to be interesting. I think we've got to give her
I won't be surprised.
Part of me feels. Well, wait a minute. She's not. How has she earned this shot? Well, we saw this before, didn't we? I mean, look at this.
Yeah, it's called Jinder Mahal.
When Paige. Oh, look at Paige.
Oh God, yeah, that's
Paige,
a good point.
Beats AJ Lee on her debut. I mean, So, but saying that, Paige wasn't new to the ring. She'd been all over NXT. So,
well, quick question: who do you think is going to win? Do you think it's going to be Naomi, or do you think Lana's going to be walking away as champion?
Do you know what?
Or another question: do you think someone else will be probably walking away as champion?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah. That's the thing what we've got now, because we can easily say that because we now got the opportunity that we might have the women's ladder match as the first match, and they could actually be walking out as champion. Yeah.
Yeah. The common sense says that Lana can't win this.
But that's what I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I actually want Lana to win this.
Yeah. Lana could be a lot better than we think she's going to be.
She'll probably be a lot better as champion than Naomi. Better. I'm going to say that now.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, she looked what little we saw of her the other night. She actually looked good, but it'll be interesting. Anyway, it's going to be interesting to see how she carries it out. Off. Well, it's a big debut, isn't it? It's a massive debut.
Oh, good,
but I am wondering whether, if the women's ladder match goes first, is it that maybe Lana beats Naomi? And then somebody cashes in on Lana, or is it that Naomi beats Lana and then they cash in on Naomi? It could be. Well, I hope not, because I don't want them to cash in on the night. I think.
No, I don't. I don't like when it does that. Sometimes it does make some entertaining TV.
It does.
But at the same time, we've got a situation like, for example, this year, we don't remember last
women's, and being the first time we're going to have a Miss Money in the Bank. It'd be nice to hold on for it for a little while before they cashed it in.
That's a good point. Is it Miss Money in the Bank or Mrs. Money in the Bank?
It's Miss Money in the Bank.
It's Miss, right? Okay.
Used. Yeah.
Right.
Some of them aren't. A number of them aren't Misses.
It depends on who wins it.
So, if Naomi wins it, then she's Mrs. Money in the Bank. Not Naomi.
That's a good point. A good question. Do you think whoever loses this will get put into that match?
If it goes the other way around, you mean?
Yeah.
No. I don't think so. I don't think we'll see the loser of this go into the Money in the Bank if it's that way around. I'd be surprised.
I don't think they'll be fit enough to do it.
No. That's why I'll be very surprised.
Well,
but so yeah. So yeah, I think it's probably going to be Naomi, but I'd like to see Lana win it.
Well, I've got a fact about this actually. You know, the current championships that we've got in the WWE. Did you know that this is the only championship that has got a face champion?
Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
So, like we said, so you think Naomi's going to be probably walking out as champion yourself?
I think so. I think so.
I think Lana might actually walk out as champion. I don't think that the Money in the Bank will be cashed in on the night.
No,
So I'm going to say that, according to the game, we are going to have Naomi walking out holding that championship still. I hope not. Just saying that now. I won't mind a whole heel set.
But my head says Naomi and my heart says Lana, but I think it's going to be Naomi.
Yeah.
I hope I'm proved wrong.
Yeah. The thing is, it'll be interesting, Lana having her first match, and she's now women's champion for SmackDown. And it is definitely, we've seen weirder things. I'm saying that now, saw weirder things.
Paige did it. Yeah.
And Jinder Mahal is our current champion. So I would like to point that out. Jinder Mahal is our current champion.
It is the land of opportunities, I keep telling us.
What do you think Lana's finisher will be? I think it's the finisher that we saw on SmackDown this week.
I think it's what we saw, yeah. I think that was it. And it was pretty cool.
I think it should be called the Showstopper.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, wasn't it? I don't know what you call it, really. So, powerbomb, wasn't it, really? Power slam.
Yeah, you call it the Showstopper because it can go with the whole burlesque dance type of thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to our next match, which is, I think, the Tag Team Championship. Yes, it is. It is. For the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, it is the Usos, who have got their original look, I'd like to point out, because that's what the game has for us, versus the New Day. Yes, they are back. So
it's so good to have them back.
Oh, yes. The thing is, it's been a while. I like to say, actually, I think SmackDown's tag team division is actually starting to shape up a bit better.
It has, and do you know the reason why it has is Breezango.
Because of the Fashion Police.
It's Breezango. And they are brilliant, and why it's taken so long.
It's not like they're doing a different gimmick. They're actually doing the same gimmick.
Yeah. But being given the time to do it, and it was brilliant. That match at what was the last pay-per-view? It was when I almost won it.
It was
Extreme Rules.
Payback. No, Backlash.
Yeah. Was it Payback? Backlash.
That
match against it was fantastic. It was hilarious, wasn't it? But it was brilliant.
I loved it because they kept on with the old disguise gimmick type of thing as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it was basically it was Fandango and the janitor.
Yeah. Yeah. It was it was when he had the dress on and he threw the dress and hit JBL in the face. It hit JBL in the face. It was brilliant, and they are bringing. Yeah, I really wanted them to win it the other day. I think they've probably lost their chance for a while now.
You know what? I'm kind of happy that they didn't, because it is giving New Day a chance with it against a team that no one wants Usos as champions at the moment. The thing is, the promotion, the actual in-ring is brilliant. Their actual
promos are
Mike is
brilliant.
God damn it. The thing is, you know what they got from the Samoan side, didn't they?
Yeah. The promos are brilliant, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. I don't know. It really annoys me when Jey Uso puts it around his sodding neck.
Yes.
I know it shouldn't do.
It's a belt.
But it's like, oh,
not a chain.
They just stop it. You look like a knobhead. But you know, I'm just not feeling. You know, it's not because they're a heel and I don't want the heels to hold it. There's been some brilliant heel tag teams, you know, but I'm just not really liking where they're going with it at the moment.
One minute. There's something that I like about New Day being back in a pay-per-view. And it's one thing that we get from our predictions, which hopefully in a minute we get back, because we have got Xavier Woods as the manager. Here is. Yep, he's got Francesca.
Francesca too,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Francesca too. Yeah, she's there with him as well.
Yeah.
You just can't. I kind of got annoyed with it at the beginning, but I'm happy it's back. I really am. Just also, I want to answer basic conditions question as well. What do you guys think of John Cena's returning as a free agent? I think we talked about this a little bit at the beginning, but
we picked up on this, didn't we? Oh,
yeah.
you know what? We differ on this because you hate John Cena.
I
don't
do
mind
hate John Cena. Yeah.
I don't mind John Cena.
I understand him coming back, and I think being a very American superstar for WWE, a very patriot superstar. Sorry, it makes kind of sense. I think if you gave me a blank sheet saying when do you think John Cena is going to be coming back, I would have wrote 4th of July on there anyway. Because more than likely, that's when he will be coming back. So it's not a surprise. The whole free agent thing. That was a bit of a surprise, but I think it's given them
where that's come from.
I think it's giving them the opportunity of saying, well, John Cena could show up on SmackDown, or he could show up on Raw. They're going to argue out who's going to have John Cena. Do they want him? Do they want him? Probably not.
I don't know. I think it's strange for me.
Yeah.
I think he fits in better on SmackDown at the moment. Still, I don't know where he fits really on Raw. Possibly could have a tilt at the Intercontinental maybe, but I think the thing with what I find, obviously he's one title off beating Flair now, isn't he?
Which is it's going to happen. That's the problem.
It's going to happen. But if they move him to Raw, it prolongs it.
Move him to Raw.
He'll be on. Because obviously they could move him to Raw, and then it's the Universal Championship rather than, or as I say, as a tilt at the Intercontinental again, rather than the WWE Championship. So I can sort of get that.
Yeah. By the way, hi Killstreak, hi Epic Boy, how are you guys doing? So yeah, like I said, John Cena, it's nice to see. We're going to find out more on the 4th of July what's happening. Rumours are at the moment he's supposed to be having a match at the pay-per-view we shall not mention.
I'm not sure he will.
I don't know. I've got a feeling it'll more than like. It'll be odd if he does. It'll be because of, like I said, the actual pay-per-view.
I don't think there's enough time to build.
And he's not actually coming up on Raw. He's coming back on SmackDown.
No, he's coming back on SmackDown, and that's on the 4th, and the pay-per-view is the Sunday afterwards.
Yeah.
There's no time to build story there. So if he turns up, unless he's going to turn up on SmackDown and announce I'm going to be having this fight on Sunday, but there's still no build-up to it.
Well, we've had SmackDown versus SmackDown Superstars fight on Raw pay-per-views beforehand, which I'm wondering why.
Yeah, we have.
So
but that
it
was slightly different. Yeah. That was slightly different. But I just think, I mean, it's not how John Cena operates. So whether you love John Cena or like John Cena or not, so I don't mind him. I don't love him, but I don't mind him.
Yeah.
But what he does do very well is build a story.
Yeah. Anyway,
builds a story.
Let's go back on the match that we're actually supposed to be talking about.
Yeah.
The WWE Tag Team, the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. So, like I said, the New Day are back. They came back with they have taken over. I've just looked at Money in the Bank on my phone right now. They've taken over another pay-per-view. They've literally made Money in the Bank, sunshines and rainbows. I'm surprised I haven't found a unicorn in here somewhere. They've actually it looks like Wizard of Oz. They've actually turned Emerald City into a bunch of ladders.
I love it.
Why?
I think they're going to walk away with it as well. I think they're going to win.
Yeah, I do too. It makes more sense. The New Day are back. They want the nice, new, shiny titles, which I do find ironic that they lost the titles on Raw and then they came out as red for Cesaro and Sheamus.
Yeah.
And even they pointed out that they weren't happy that they had to keep with the old titles and they got shiny new ones.
Horrible brown things that they had before.
It's like the Bronze Awards.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it makes more sense. They've come back. To bring them back and put them straight into the title match and then for them to not win doesn't really make sense to me.
I've just noticed that's kind of the theme of Money in the Bank at the moment. You're back. Here's a title shot.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think in this case, it makes sense for them to walk away with it.
So who do you think?
And then obviously we'll have a rematch at the next one.
So a quick question: who do you think is going to be actually fighting for the New Day?
I would say Kofi and Big E.
With Xavier outside, yeah, I would say
that's usually what happens. If you look at their biggest victories, it tends to be them two. They're the two better, aren't they? Xavier tends to be cheerleader, and then for the pay-per-views it tends to be those two, and then for the matches in between that don't matter so much, that's when they bring in Xavier.
Yeah.
But Big E tends to always be there. I think actually last year, I think the WWE superstar that had been in the most matches, I think it was AJ Styles, and then it was Big E. Because obviously New Day had wrestled every week pretty much for a year.
Well, he's
Big
usually
E had been pretty much every single match.
Well, the thing is, Big E's usually the closer for a match, isn't he? That's why.
I think remember last year, I think it was Dean Ambrose, then AJ Styles, and then it was Big E. Which just shows how hard he works, to be fair. The other two swap around a bit.
Basic says here, I hope New Day win. Although I love the Usos promos, I feel New Day would be better champs. I think that is simply put what we're thinking as well, isn't it?
I agree, and I think we'll still get those promos because there's going to be a rematch. You know, this is going to go on for a while, and they really need to keep building the character because I think the Uso characters are good, and I think, as you said, the promos have been since that one where they came out of the crowd, wasn't it? I think it was again. I'm trying to think who was.
It was
American Alpha. I think,
oh, was it? Yeah, it was American Alpha because
when they came out of the crowd and basically took on. Yeah, I mean, they've disappeared.
Yeah, that's weird. Well, then again,
American Alpha completely disappeared.
This is what I'm finding weird, and as much as we say that the tag team division of SmackDown seems to be starting to get more exciting, at the same time, it just feels at the moment it's still 3 tag teams that are causing it: the Usos, New Day, and Breezango. So I've got that's the thing with the New Day. If they do win it, who will they beat the Usos? I don't want it being New Day versus the Usos over and over again. They need to get another tag team in, but they could actually do that with the Clones. I didn't think about that.
You got the Clones a bit. See, they're getting a bit of push.
Yeah, because they're not doing the stupid what's it called, Shining Star thing anymore.
Yeah. I tell you what, one's put on quite a bit of weight as well. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Have a look this week. There's one that's got a little bit chubby.
Just because Kill Street keeps saying this, Joe will lose that pay-per-view we don't mention. I would expect that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We said this last time.
I think Brock. Yeah, we did talk about this last time. I think Brock Lesnar's going to hold on for quite some time. Actually.
I hope not. I really hope not. I think he'll be holding on till SummerSlam when he faces Braun Strowman.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Braun Strowman will beat him.
I want him to.
Don't think.
I want Braun Strowman as champ.
I want anybody but Brock Lesnar as champ. But I think he's going to hang on to it for a while.
If we all gather together as the WWE Universe and let our voices be heard, we can make Braun Strowman champion.
if that was true, okay. Then Roman Reigns wouldn't be on television.
If we can do it with Daniel Bryan, we can do it with a guy that is double his size.
You know what I mean? If we had that sort of power, there are a number of stars who wouldn't be on telly at all, and a number of stars that still would be on the telly, which aren't. So, I mean, what it comes down to is whether Vince likes you.
Vince
And
like
Vince likes
me.
Brock Lesnar. Yeah. Vince likes Brock Lesnar. Because Vince likes the big guys. That's what he likes.
Basically.
That's
I'm just
the
gonna...
reason Sami Zayn hasn't got a push.
Yeah,
Vince thinks he's too small.
that's the reason why Cesaro barely had a push as well.
Yeah, too small. Didn't feel that Cesaro's shoulder could hold up.
I'm just gonna say
The
this
reason
now.
Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
The reason Sasha Banks lost every pay-per-view, and then won the night after and had a couple of nights, because Vince didn't think her back could hold up. So if Vince doesn't like you, then you don't get very far.
Okay, that's a question.
There's interesting. There's a bit of a battle going on between Vince and Triple H right now, I believe, isn't there? Because Triple H is unhappy with the way that NXT talent is being used. That's
backstage. Yeah, we're not going to see Vince versus Triple H again.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I don't think Vince could actually handle a match nowadays.
I did hear. What was the match I heard was being set
Kurt
up
versus
for
Triple H.
Triple H. Yeah.
Yeah, that Killstreak just
That's
actually mentioned that now. Actually, what do you think of the plans?
Yeah.
What do you think the plans of Kurt versus Triple H?
I think it's going to be amazing. I'm just wondering whether it's going to be SummerSlam or whether it's going to be WrestleMania.
I've got a feeling it's going to be.
It's what we want.
Well, I'd like to point out we still have Survivor Series as well.
Yeah, but it won't be that much. We were so excited to. I mean, let's face it. Like, it's brilliant to have Kurt back. We all love Kurt Angle. We all love shouting, "You suck" at him,
and he loves it being shouted at him,
and taking it as a compliment somehow.
Someone has to,
you know. But, what we really wanted was to see him in the ring, and that would be if any match. I think that's the one we'd want to see.
Yes.
And I believe that there's talk that maybe. Do you remember the Love Triangle storyline?
Yeah.
Around about 2001.
Mate, I'm sorry that I'm going to stop you for a minute because the actual match that we had on is actually finished.
Oh right. Okay.
According to the game, the New Day are going to be walking out as champions. I would love it so much. It would make. I'm just happy that the New Day are back. I think everyone's happy that they're back. So anyway, let's move on to our next match, which is. I think it's the WWE Championship or it could be the other ladder match. I don't know. Which one is it? It's the WWE Championship. So
this is bizarre, isn't it? Just saying this still makes me laugh.
I've got to say this, haven't I? So
WWE
champion
Jinder Mahal
versus Randy Orton.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say
the guy who was basically Rusev's sidekick 6 months ago. He's now the face of WWE.
Oh, because the other one's not here. That's the reason why he's just shown up this week. So, yeah. Jinder Mahal, our current champion. I'm just going to let you guys just let that sink in for a minute. I'm going to say it slowly. Jinder Mahal, our current champion. Yes, it is weird, isn't it?
Yeah. It sounds bizarre.
So
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. He's good. I think he's good. It's just a monumental push he's had, isn't it? I mean,
oh God, yeah. Well, Lana's having a monumental push by lots of things as well.
Yeah.
At least with Jinder Mahal, he's actually had what's it called? A couple of matches beforehand.
Yeah. Yeah, he earned the title shot.
Yeah.
That's
Lana
true.
got given it because Naomi got angry with her.
Yeah.
That is pretty much it. She wants to fight her. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah. What did she do? She interrupted me.
She pulled her off the side of the ring.
Oh, terrible, yeah. That was
outrageous. Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't know if I'm looking forward to this match or not, to be honest. Out of all the matches, this is the one I'm probably least interested in.
Same.
It's bizarre in itself, isn't it?
I'm just going to ask the question first, Joe. We can just get it out of the way. Who do you think is going to win? Do you think it's going to be Randy Orton, Jinder Mahal, or someone else?
I think Jinder's going to win it. I think there'll be interference from the Singh brothers. I think.
Yeah, they were actually outside the ring again because we know they're going to be
Bollywood boys. they'll be there, and I'm presuming there'll be interference. You know, and I think I just can't see Randy walking away.
Oh, 1 second, 1 second.
Not yet. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, we're back. Sorry about that. Everything decided it wanted to have a bit of a crash. So yeah, I just if we do it on his, if he does it on his own, congrats to Jinder. That's impressive. That's a good point. I would be if I don't think he will. Like I said, I think the Singh brothers will get themselves involved again because it's just what they're there for. The thing is, he's supposed to be a heel. Everyone is supposed to be hating him, and even though it looks like Jinder can hold himself against Randy Orton, if he can, the point of being a heel is to find their own way around it. Yeah.
Whole point of being a heel champion is to cheat.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
look at Kevin Owens
for a whole year. Yeah. Kevin Owens did it with
Chris Jericho.
With the help of Jericho.
Well, how many matches did he end up winning against Seth Rollins?
Oh,
because
exactly.
of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, CM Punk did it by. I mean, CM Punk had.
Yeah, we had many people.
Crooked referees a lot, didn't they? You know?
I think.
So the point of having a heel champion. The point of having a heel champion is that you hate him, and he's despicable, and he cheats his way. To winning the title. So I expect the Singh brothers will be involved. But as JBL will doubtless say on several occasions, it only takes one RKO.
Yeah, I agree. It'll take one RKO, but it takes 2 Singhs. So
that's the issue.
Yeah,
that's the issue. I think we'll see a similar thing to what we saw last time, actually, where Randy will take out the Singh brothers.
Yeah.
But then we'll get taken out himself.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't see Jinder losing the championship on Money in the Bank. It's just the fact that it took them so long to get Jinder in this position anyway. They don't want to just blow it over in less than a month. Especially
they've built him up. They built the story up. They built the story up. To be fair, if Jinder loses it, where does he go? He sort of goes back into being
US
bag
championship,
carrier, isn't
if
he?
anything, yeah.
Now, if he holds on to it for another pay-per-view, or maybe another 2 pay-per-views, which takes us until SummerSlam, then...
Actually, I think the next pay-per-view for SmackDown after this is SummerSlam.
Yeah. Yeah, probably is. So have we got SmackDown in July?
I'm not sure if we do. No. I know we've got the match for Raw that we don't mention.
Yeah. Yeah. So if he drops it at SummerSlam, then he's held it for a couple of months. He's credible and he can carry on being sort of like one of the top guys. If he drops it before SummerSlam, then he goes back to being a bit obscure, I think.
It's not just that. If he drops it at SummerSlam, it's a main stage pay-per-view as well, where he would drop it, which is actually a good thing for his career. The thing is, no offense, like we say, we love Money in the Bank, we love these kind of pay-per-views most of the time compared to the main stage ones. But in the end, if you lose your title here, it's that was going to happen, wasn't it?
Well, Money in the Bank is not about the title match; it's about the ladder match.
It's about the Money in the Bank match. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure I can remember who was fighting for the title.
Last year it was.
Last year at Money in the Bank. We know
Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. It
was Roman versus Seth Rollins, and we know that because it was because
of Dean Ambrose.
Shield
Thank you.
At the end of it. Yeah. So we do remember that, but usually you don't tend to because it's not the main event, is it?
Well, it's like, do you remember who won the Money in the Bank before Dean Ambrose?
It was Seth.
No.
Was it not?
No, it wasn't Seth Rollins.
Sheamus.
Yep.
It was Sheamus.
Sheamus, yeah.
Seth had it the year before.
Yeah.
Seth had it the year before.
But do you remember who?
Sheamus had it because he was champion for about 2 weeks, wasn't he? I think, if I remember right.
Wait, wasn't? Yeah, Money in the Bank. I know what the match was for Money in the Bank. Now I remember. So the match for the Money in the Bank the year before that, it was John Cena versus Seth Rollins for the US and World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes, it was the double.
It was champion v champion because then it was it was Night of Champions afterwards. where he had to face Sting and John Cena.
Yeah.
Not the night after,
Oh, yeah,
the next pay-per-view afterwards, sorry.
Yeah, I forgot about Sting. So Sting was having his bit of a run.
And then, so we kind of do remember it, but it's one of those things where, like we said, it's the Money in the Bank matches that are more
it's not
memorable.
The main event, is it? The main event is the ladder match.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this now, the main event that I'm more focused on at the moment is the women's ladder match, because it's the first time.
Yeah. So I think it's definitely more interesting.
Yeah, so anyway, according to this match, Randy Orton is going to be walking out as champion again. But then again, that's what he said last time. And I'm going to say this now, Predictions. You're sometimes wrong.
I think the game just doesn't like Jinder.
There's a lot of people at the moment that doesn't.
When the game was made, the developers probably weren't expecting this to happen.
Well, when the game was actually made, there was no Jinder Mahal, so I'm just saying that now.
That's true, wasn't he?
Yeah, this is actually a custom Jinder Mahal.
Still,
and
back in the Indies.
Oh wow. Yeah, so according to this, a actual made Randy Orton can beat a custom made Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship. So who is ready for Money in the Bank? I am, but we've got one more predictions to do, which is the women's. Let's go straight there, man.
I think this could be brilliant.
This is going to be I am really looking forward to it. So I would like to explain first of all, the actual women's Money in the Bank match is a 5-woman match. Unfortunately, with WWE 2K17, we can't do 5-person matches. So the other person who will be in this match is Natalia. We just both felt that she's not going to win.
I don't think she's going to win.
No. So we're going to say that now. I know she will be a factor in the match, but unfortunately we can't just put her in the match, which is annoying. So let us go into the match anyway. Yeah. So here we are. We have Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, and Carmella. I keep forgetting her name.
Yep. Yeah.
And like we said, Natalia is usually in this as well, but unfortunately she can't be because it's a 5-man. So the first ever women's Money in the Bank match. Again, another first in less than a year. What do you think of this, mate?
I'm really excited about this. I got sort of like I heard that this might be happening. Sort of like I think it was the day before SmackDown, so it would have been the Monday before SmackDown. I heard rumour this would happen, but it was just rumour, and I was like, I'm not sure if it will happen. I'm not sure. And then on the night when Shane came out, it was like, okay, this is going to happen. And I think it's fantastic. It's fantastic. What is noticeable, I think, is that since they've moved Charlotte across to SmackDown, the division has gone up a notch.
Yes, definitely.
I think Charlotte's presence has meant they've had to raise their game.
Oh, I'm going to be honest. It's not Charlotte. It's because Tamina's there, mate.
Well, there's that as well. Yeah.
That's the main reason why it's Charlotte, because Tamina's there.
Second generation superstar.
Yeah, please remember that, people.
I think she's definitely made them raise their game.
Yes.
And it's great because I think we know Becky Lynch is incredibly talented. We know Natalia is incredibly talented. But I just think they'd sort of got a bit, I wouldn't say it's lazy as such, but they got into a bit of a groove, I think.
I think it was more that you was looking at it and you're thinking, well, yeah, Becky's there and she would do the same things that Charlotte and Bayley and Sasha Banks is doing, but she's just not got that opponent to actually do it with. And now we've got people like, I'm going to say Tamina will definitely do that kind of stuff, and Charlotte
continuously being overshadowed as well.
Exactly.
You know, whatever Becky Lynch was doing, and she was doing some good stuff on SmackDown, to be fair. As was Natalia, but at the same time as they're doing what they were doing, Raw was then pulling first out the bag every week. Yeah, amazing matches between Charlotte and Sasha Banks. Yeah, fantastic matches. But yeah, then we had like the Hell in a Cell. We had the tables match. No, that's actually the tables match was on SmackDown, wasn't it? But you know, some absolutely brilliant matches.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this now. The match is finished.
Really?
Something that hopefully we'll see an improvement with WWE 2K18. I just was watching that there. They couldn't push the ladder over with Charlotte on top of the ladder. Right. You know what? While
So
this
who won?
Charlotte won this match, according to this, because she was the first one up the ladder. So, right, I'm going to say I kind of want Carmella to win. I'm thinking she'll be entertaining whilst holding the briefcase. I agree.
I agree as well. That's my call.
I'm just going to say this now while we've actually got the music playing in the background.
Yeah.
Just a few things I want to mention about this match. We will talk a bit more about this match with the other two matches that we're doing. It's just that I want to keep the next match a bit of surprise for Hanksy at the moment. I want to mention the actual briefcase. I'm happy they haven't made it pink, first of all. It looks beautiful.
Yeah. I think so.
It is basically, you've got the gold briefcase for the men and you've got a white briefcase for the women. I think that's a great match for it as well.
I agree.
So
my concern was it was going to be pink and sparkly.
Yeah, same here. But
it's again, fair play to... Yeah, I think fair play to the creative team at SmackDown. They haven't done something silly like that. Because you know what, Raw, it wouldn't have surprised me if they had done.
Yeah.
You know.
Quick question before we move on, mate. Who do you think is going to win the women's Money in the Bank?
No, I agree with what I said. I think I want it to be Carmella, and I think it could be.
I actually no, I don't say Carmella. Basic said Carmella. I'm going to go against both of you. I want Tamina to be winning it. I know she seems a little bit boring, but I think it would be fun to see her holding that championship, man. That thingy. But Strong really wants Becky Lynch. We all want Becky Lynch to win it, but does she really need the briefcase to win the championship? That's another thing. Same with Charlotte as well.
She's same as Charlotte. It's not a case of, again, it's not a case of
if, it's a when.
Owens, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not if, it's when. I think Carmella could give her a boost. I think her character needs a boost.
Well, we're starting to see it slowly with
same
her
with
character.
Tamina.
Yeah.
Same with Tamina, as you're saying, but I think it's going to be fun if Carmella wins it. I think she'll hold on to it for a while. I think it'll be really entertaining. And it gives her purpose because she's been missing a little bit. I think you're right. She's been gaining a bit of momentum, but she
needs that extra push with it. Yeah.
When she first came in, like when they did the draft, my ranking in SmackDown was Becky Lynch, Natalia.
Did you say Nutella?
And, I said Natalia. Natalia and Carmella. She looked by far the better one. Yeah. And then there was this Alexa Bliss character who I thought, well, she's not going to do much. Okay, and look what she's done.
She's now won both championships. Yeah.
Yeah, and Carmella I think went a little bit obscure, and she's sort of come back. I'm so over, the chinless twat. You can do one now. I've so had enough of him now.
Anyway, mate,
I can't even bring myself to say his name.
The music's a little loud, so I feel like it's time we should move on to our first CTG match. So,
okay,
so what is our first CTG match? Right, so because these certain superstars are not going to be in our ladder match, they are going to be facing each other to see who will be the #1 contender for the CTG Championship at SummerSlam. It is GD Von Creep versus Hanksy in a tables match.
Yeah.
Yes. I love you're more excited about the fact that it's a tables match. What do you think I was going to do? Do you think I was going to do another ladders match? Come on, man.
I thought it was going to be another ladders match.
No, come on. We've got to have a little bit of variety in this match. So,
the table.
So like I said, GD versus Hanksy. I think these two, they deserve a championship, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
I've heard sneaky suspicions in the locker room. There's people actually challenging their teamwork skills here, and it's kind of a bit. I think it's a little bit disrespectful, if anything. But of course, they both got a little bit angry with each other after not Extreme Rules, Backlash.
Yeah, it was.
Everyone,
Extreme Rules,
everyone thinks it was Hanksy's fault they ended up losing that match.
it wasn't.
No, even though he got pinned.
It's gonna be broken Hanksy. That's what it's gonna be.
Broken Hanksy. Why is he gonna not have his bow tie?
Yeah.
So anyway, we want to talk a little bit about the women's ladder match a little bit as well. While
just
we've
go
got this
back
match.
to that. Right.
Yeah.
I know that we didn't include her tonight, but I think not.
Natalia.
Wanted to say Nutella.
Just
It's
say
not
Nutella, mate.
I'm
Just
hungry.
say Nutella.
I'm hungry.
I
I
know.
want some hazelnut chocolate. I think Natalia will have. I'm excited about it. The fact that she went through that table, through the announcer's desk the other day. She went through it so well.
Yeah.
And that was the problem. See, I think this is where SmackDown is really going to suit Charlotte, because the problem we had on Raw was they were, apart from Charlotte, they were a bit small and a bit light.
Yes.
So we had that match when she threw Sasha Banks at the
Banks,
table,
and he didn't
Sasha
smash.
Banks slid down it because she didn't have the weight to go through it. Now, that's on SmackDown they're bigger.
I don't want anyone to ever say that. I dare you to say it to one of the SmackDown women's superstars. Yeah, you could go through that table because you're bigger.
I don't mean bigger in a bad way. I mean bigger in a bad way, okay?
Now you're starting to think what you actually said.
Before I get a complete backlash from
chat,
okay, from all the women, I'm not saying bigger in a bad way.
No, I know what you mean. You mean that they've got a bit.
At the size,
more, yeah.
If you look at the size of Sasha and Bailey, for instance, okay, compared with the size of when you look at the difference between them and Becky Lynch and Natalia.
The thing is, you got more chance of one of like Sasha Banks or Bailey actually being broken before the table gets broken. Yeah.
Yeah. This is it. They're quite petite, and that's different. So I think So from that point of view, I think Charlotte has got a lot more to work with now. And as I say, when we saw the way that Natalia went through that table was brilliant. Oh
no, Judy's next to a table. That's not good. No,
yes,
no.
I can't say. I'm about 20 seconds behind you, I think. So. Oh, I bounced off the table.
Why?
Oh, did I win? Please say I won. I won! Number one contender.
God damn it. Congratulations, mate. Seriously. Oh, so here we have it. The number one contender for SummerSlam. Hanksy, he's going to be going to SummerSlam. Who will he be facing? We don't know. Even after Money in the Bank, we don't know.
Or is it,
no. It'll be SummerSlam.
No,
it'll be SummerSlam. Yeah. I am going to say this now. This match was to see who was going to. We was going to plan to do this match for Judgment Day.
Yeah.
But we've noticed that there was an extra slot for tonight, so we thought, okay. Fair enough, we'll do this match as well. So yeah, there we have it. Hanksy is going to be at SummerSlam. Great.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's move on to our next match, which is for the CTG Championship. It is a ladders match, of course. It's the only way that we can actually settle this. At the moment, the title is, I would like to say, vacant. We have, of course, Heavenly, our former champion. We've got Billy, we've got Ryan, we've got Doc, we've got Shimmy, and I'm not going to say who that other person is.
Yeah, I'm back now.
Who do you think the other person is, mate?
So, the other person, I believe, is Mr. Cadge.
Yes, it is. It's Mr. Cadge.
Yeah.
He has sneaked his way into this match. Seriously, we need to speak to Frank about this. many, many times. Just saying, we could have had a fight ourselves, but no. It's just not fair.
Yeah.
But this is going to be interesting as we're waiting for the thing to load up, which it's done. Yes, is it? The bar is full red. You can stop the spinny circle. No. Yes. You're just watching me now look at a bar. Welcome to our WWE Predicts for Money in the Bank. This is the bar watching selection of it. For the who will win, me or the bar? At the moment it seems like the bar.
If the match doesn't go ahead, then obviously the title goes to the #1 contender. So.
No, it doesn't work that way, mate.
It does. I've had a chat with Vince. He says that's how it works.
I'm going to tell you this now. Vince has nothing to do with the CTG. It's Frank.
He said don't listen. He says don't listen to Frank.
No, listen to Frank. Frank knows what he's doing. I know Frank knows what he's doing because I told Frank he knows what he's doing. Actually, no, he doesn't because he should have put me in a goddamn in the table match for the first place. Frank doesn't know what he's doing. God damn it, Frank. Yeah, so let's just read a few comments while we're actually waiting for this to start.
Yeah.
This is going back to about the actual women's briefcase. A couple of people have been saying about that. I prefer the white one personally. I think it looks a lot smarter. I agree. I think it looks a lot smarter as well.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. We, like I said, it's better than Strong's just laughing at us. I said I find it funny as well. This is what happens when you're doing these kind of things and you've got 6 created superstars there waiting to, and then you've got ladders included.
Created.
Yeah. Well, of course they're created. You don't see them running around in the WWE, do you? Unless I wondered where Billy had been.
Yeah.
Billy's little secret is now part of the WWE. Yeah.
That would be a shock.
Yeah. Basic says, I kind of want Camilla to win. I think she'll be entertaining while hosting. I agree with that as well.
Yeah.
Going through here. Strong also said, I want Lana in it. I think we said that as well. I think it would have been better having Lana in the actual match itself.
Yeah, I think it would have been better. Yeah, I think. They obviously felt they had to. They had to fill another slot, didn't they? And they've decided to go with the Women's Championship slot, which I sort of get. It wouldn't have been,
Well, it's like
they needed to have the women's. They needed to have the women's title defended. It would have been strange not to have had it defended.
Well, it's not just that.
All the women are in the ladder match, apart from Lana.
Yeah, I think it also at the same time we're looking at what with how many matches we've had with WWE tonight, the actual WWE matches. I think this is the shortest amount of matches we've already had for a WWE pay-per-view. We've had 5 matches, but then again, we're expecting both the Money in the Bank matches to actually last quite long. So anyway, we're ready finally. So let's go into this. I've got a feeling we've got to see people entering because of it being the last match, of course. That's how things go here. This is WWE. Simple enough. Who is first to come out? It is Billy. Billy is sporting a 0-3 record at the moment, like most of our superstars. He has not won a match yet. Will this be his match? I doubt it.
No, it's not gonna like.
No. I don't know. It gives him a shot. The thing is, it'll be nice to see a new champion, I would say myself, out of this.
Yeah. He spends too much time pretending that he likes Nintendo and he really doesn't. Yeah,
pretending he likes Nintendo. Well, he's in a very good mood, it seems. He's heard that he's seen a Metroid Prime 4 logo, which has excited half of the Nintendo universe, while the other half are wondering, guys, it is just a logo.
Oh, no, it means nothing yet.
Then again, most of us are excited because Pokemon have now been given a logo for Switch, and most of us are thinking, It's not even a proper logo. It was just the Pokemon logo.
Yeah.
Just saying. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully with that good luck he's having this week, will he have good luck in this ladder match? Next is it's Doc. Same again. He is not having great matches, is he? It's I'm surprised.
No.
I've heard rumours that there is a little stable actually happening behind the scenes with a couple of the superstars, and I've heard it's supposed to be Doc, Billy, and Ryan. They're going to be like a mean, You remember Mean Street Posse?
Yeah.
I feel really
Spirit Squad. That's what it's gonna be.
The Spirit Squad, except they won't be winning the championship.
Yeah.
So, like I said, will this be Doc's night, though? This is something we like to point out. This is something unique that none of these, because all the matches that we've had so far have been, what's it called? At least pin or submission. This is the first time we've had a match where there's a different stipulation that's been added into it. What's it? Strong says, it will be way better if Lana was in it because she might win and cash it on Naomi and win the belt and she will look better with it. That's a good point. It's usually, if a heel's got the money in the bank, they're more guaranteed. I think, has it only been once or twice that someone's actually cashed it in and not won it? I know John Cena did it. I can't
actually remember. Yeah. Yeah, but they didn't. That was this again. This go back to what we said, wasn't it? This whole stupid, I'm going to cash it in 2 weeks' time nonsense. You know, which is not what it's about, is it? The whole point of Money in the Bank is it can be cashed in anywhere at any time. You know?
Yeah.
Not it can be cashed in 2 weeks' time with notice.
Oh, here comes our former champion. She was in she was not in a good mood after losing that championship, was she?
Well, once she woke up.
Once she woke up, yeah, of course. We still really need... That place is still trashed backstage. I can't be bothered to sort it out. You can sort it out, mate. I'm not doing that. But,
I'm number one contender. I don't sort nothing.
Yeah, I just got strong wondering what the hell. yeah, that's our former champion there. Wait until you see our former champion. Talking about our former champion. Here is Pirate Shimmy. Even though it says he's the CTG champion, yeah, we really should take that belt off him. I'm surprised that's the first actually. I'm surprised GD didn't come out with a belt.
Yeah.
So he's in a better mood. He did knock out Heavenly before their match at Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Frank wasn't happy with that. Yeah. So that's why they both have been put into this match themselves. This was originally going to be a Money in the Bank match, but yep. The championship needs to be won. So, yeah. Shimmy for you. Why are both our champions probably have the weirdest entrances?
I know. Yeah, I need a weirder entrance. It's obviously the way forward.
Yeah, that seems to be the way to win a championship here.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, Strong thought that was hilarious. Oh, talking about someone who is really not happy with his losing streak at the moment. Here comes Ryan. Mr. Jolly. Yeah, so he is not in a good mood. He has been told that he's got a few teraflops, which sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
What we wanted to tell him, it was on about his Xbox, but he was not having any of it. He likes that mask. I don't know what that mask is supposed to be. He does take it off once he gets into the match.
Yeah, he wants to be Asuka.
Yeah, I would say it looks better on him. I'm just going to say that now. So, here we are. It's time for the return of Kaj. I thought the
It's
best.
actually the debut.
It's the debut of
Actually a
Kaj,
debut
yeah.
for
So,
Kaj.
if people don't know, Kaj used to be one of our colour commentators here for this.
He was a poorer version of me.
Yeah, he kind of evolved. He evolved into you. I remember now.
Yeah, he was the Byron Sachs to my Corey Gray. That's what he was.
Oh my god, I really want Kaj to win this now. That would be great.
It could be worse. It could have been David and Tungy, couldn't it?
So yeah, quick question. He's walking out here with a bat. Is that an actual legal weapon for this match? I don't know. Quick question. Where has he been? His eyes seem a little bit. I'm more worried about the super. Oh god, he's got that lava look in his eyes again. Oh. Things has just gone really serious and it's kind of creepy.
I think maybe he's been playing baseball.
Yeah, let's hope he's been playing baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so here we are. We've got Billy there. We've got Shimmy. Anyone else? Oh, yeah, there's the crowd. He's got a phone. Oh, the match has started. And everyone but the two former champions are in the ring at the moment, and it's just Shimmy. I'm not having it. So, people who are watching this wondering what the hell's going on, we've been doing this now for, I think it's just, well, it started this year, didn't it, in Royal Rumble?
Yeah, it's only the last sort of like
couple of
4 or 5
yeah.
pay-per-views, isn't it?
Yeah, so we thought, we've been doing WWE predictions for over 2 years now. We thought we need to get our own ideas into it. So we started bringing in other cravers into the matches. And this is what it's actually basically boiled down to, which I'm happy with.
Yeah.
So, what can we talk about? Yeah, let's talk about... We've got to talk a little bit about Extreme Rules, haven't we? So, like I said,
back to that.
Yeah, it was a little bit boring compared to this.
What do other people, those watching, what do they think? I felt it was really flat this year.
Yeah, a quick question
really
to
flat.
people watching.
And I was disappointed because I really like Extreme Rules.
Well,
it's one of my favourites usually, and I was really excited to have Extreme Rules followed by Money in Your Bank. I thought this is going to be a great month, and it was just really unexciting. Really, it was very uneventful. I thought.
Well, it's my look into this as well is that we've got where it comes with SmackDown. They've been having exciting pay-per-view after pay-per-view. Even Backlash, it was really exciting. We had the Nakamura having his first match. We had Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton match. That was still quite fun as well. And you're basically looking at them thinking, well, this should not be how it should be. You've got Raw on one hand, who's got an extra hour. They've got more superstars to work with. And then it feels flat. Another example with even Payback had the same problem as well. It just felt it ran down, and the most exciting thing about that was that Braun Strowman nearly ran Roman Reigns through an ambulance.
Yeah,
that was it. Yeah, someone do an RKO. Well, it's like going with this month's matches. We've got Extreme Rules, and we can't really say much about Money in the Bank at the moment. But we even said it during Extreme Rules. I'm more excited about it before Extreme Rules even started.
Yeah.
And we didn't even know about the women's ladder match at that point.
Yeah, well, there was no real extreme matches, was there?
No.
That was the problem with it. They made this big thing about it being the first extreme Fatal 5-Way, but as we pointed out at the time, but there's no disqualifications in a Fatal 5-Way, so how is that any different? And then in the end, the only things that were used were chairs.
I think there was some steps that was used, wasn't there? Because I think Bray Wyatt and Samoa Joe teamed up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They did pick the steps up. Yeah, I forgot about that. But it wasn't great, was it? And you just think, you've got. I mean, as I said, the David starting on the Dean Ambrose Miz thing, that was ridiculous.
I kind of got to because it feels like it's good to talk about it, mate. I've kind of got to because we kind of it'd be nice to talk about it. So yeah, Dean.
I mean, you've got probably, I would say, the most extreme guy in the WWE at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, I'd say, you know, he's done some brilliant stuff since he came in. I mean, his previous, I'm trying to put the name in it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I think the guy, you know, he's done stuff in Japan and in Mexico and stuff where really extreme stuff. And then he comes to Extreme Rules and ends up in a fight where he couldn't be at all extreme, because if he gets disqualified, he loses a title.
Yeah, so it would the opposite of Extreme Rules.
Yeah. What?
I want to see what happened when someone was planning out the actual matches for Extreme Rules and someone went up to him. Right, I've got an idea here. Extreme Rules.
Last year's Extreme Rules with Dean Ambrose was the thumbtack one, wasn't it? With
the Asylum. It was the
Ambrose Asylum.
Yeah.
It was the Ambrose Asylum with Chris Jericho, which was a brilliant match. And so yeah, I just really let down this year. The 5-way just wasn't. The 5-way wasn't even that good.
No, it wasn't. The thing is, it's like you said, well, most of us was looking at it and thinking, you've just slapped the Extreme Rules logo on a match that was already, it didn't need it. If they wanted to really make Extreme Rules, I'm just going to say this now, it might have been a better idea having, I don't know, weapons around the ring.
Yeah.
Not, have them so that they're showing there.
Or they should have made it. They should have made it a tables match or something like that.
Yeah. An elimination tables match. That would have been better.
Yeah.
Or actually, that would have been even better. Make an elimination match.
With it. Yeah. So much they could have done with it, and they're just really flat. The women's championship was flat. That wasn't particularly great.
I think we already knew what was going to happen with that. It was the whole point that Alexa was more extreme than Bayley, and it was proven again that she was.
It was just crap, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To be honest, it just wasn't. You know, that wasn't great. I'm trying to think what other matches we had, but it was just flat.
Like I said, the better match out of there was the cage match between the tag teams.
It was.
Then again, if you was told that it's the Hardy Boys, you're thinking, well, yeah, we expect them to have an extreme match. Most of the matches that they have will be extreme anyway, even if it's a basic match.
Yeah.
So, what is so surprising about it? And
it was good, but other than it was poor overall.
But it's I'm just looking at it now and going through what Raw has and the next pay-per-view, and I know I said I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to say it this once. The next pay-per-view is called Great Balls of Fire. And once we actually heard the title of that, I think most of the WWE universe was looking, thinking, seriously, you're going to be calling your pay-per-view Great Balls of Fire?
It doesn't make sense.
It would have been...
It makes no sense in any way. That's the thing with it.
Yeah.
Usually, when they have a title for these pay-per-views, it's either a pay-per-view like this one, the Money in the Bank, which is on, or Hell in a Cell, which the title is based on the main event.
Yeah.
Or it's Fastlane. It's called Fastlane because it's the roads. It's the pay-per-view between Royal Rumble and traditionally between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
Yeah,
the road to WrestleMania. Fastlane. It makes sense. Then you've got Backlash, and you've got which is always the one. It's after WrestleMania. You know, so it's the fallout. They all make all these titles
Backlash and Payback.
Sort of sense.
Yeah. The thing is, they dropped Backlash and put Payback. Well, it used to be Extreme Rules before it wanted, but now they've thought of the idea. Well, Payback sounds a bit better. It's Payback of what happened. And
it's Extreme Rules is supposed to be called Extreme Rules because it's supposed to have Extreme Rules matches within it. This year didn't, but it's supposed to. So Great Balls of Fire doesn't work. It means nothing.
Well, for me, it would have made it even better. Nothing. It would have made it a little better even if they did. Well, they are sticking with the Great Balls of Fire idea. If they actually made it more of a right, we're going to have an Inferno match. It's going to be about fire. It's going to be that. It's about rock and roll. And you're thinking, really? To a point, they actually had to pay royalties to the actual guy who
They've had to pay royalties to the estate of Jerry Lee Lewis, yeah.
Yeah, because of it, and
crazy.
they're actually using the song for it, and they're going down that route, and you're thinking, why? You have got... It wouldn't be more annoying if it wasn't for the fact that there is other pay-per-views that already that they could have used. The thing is, like one that we keep mentioning, Judgment Day, that would have been brilliant for it. No, no way out.
Or come up with a new name, but make the name relevant.
Yeah.
Because it just isn't.
I would have been happy.
There are other names they could have come up with.
I would have been happy if you went back down to the Great American Bash. That would have been perfect. Because of it being 4th of July, the week before it.
Or they build something around the fact Brock Lesnar's coming back to do something around the Beast, you know, so have something around that. It could have been done, and you just think, well, it's not relevant to anything.
I said that's why I think
Judgment
Day would have been better for it, because it's Judgment Day, the Beast is on his way. Look, WWE, I'm doing your job now.
Yeah. I'd say it was just very poorly. I don't know. I don't know who's made the decision, but it doesn't really make much sense.
Oh, Heavenly just went head first into that chair. Wow. That chair went flying. But yeah, like I said, it is a bit disappointing, and Raw really needs to up their game. They've been they have been behind SmackDown for quite a while now, in not just pay-per-views, but even in the show itself.
Yeah, they hit
the second lowest
record low.
Yeah,
in the ratings this week.
Now I'd like to point out that it was
and there's nothing against it at the moment.
Well, there was something against it. It was the NBA finals, so that is one of the reasons why, which ended up having 21 million people watching that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said,
that will have an impact.
Yeah.
But we haven't got any Monday Night Football on at the moment.
No.
You know, so, and it's regularly getting poor ratings, you know, which is worrying. It's worrying, and let's face it, in the States you get poor ratings regularly, then you end up getting chops.
Well, this is the thing. We're looking at it here, and I think Raw is mainly being monitored by Vince, isn't it, himself? With SmackDown being more monitored by Triple H. And you can definitely tell that...
I think Vince is more in charge, but I think Jesse James has got more to do with SmackDown.
Yeah, well, either way, you can definitely tell that the people who are running SmackDown are doing a lot better job, because they are actually listening to their fans. And I think it also helps with Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan being there as well. Even though Daniel Bryan hasn't been there for a while because of Brie Bella.
Paternity, isn't he?
Yeah, Brie Bella just gave birth to their daughter, I think it is.
Yeah, little girl. So so he's on paternity.
Yeah, congratulations. But
no,
that.
I mean, but it is. It's markedly better the way it's run, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you look at how Raw's been run, well, the whole Stephanie was a bit of a pantomime. You know what? It's real. It feels real.
It's got.
That's the thing.
It's basically on the edge of breaking that fourth wall every week.
Yeah.
And Raw, you're thinking, well, you can definitely tell this is scripted here. Which people don't want that anymore. People want
I think that's the difference.
They want things to get a little bit personal. They like that kind of stuff. But
when Shane and Daniel Bryan are out and they're doing their promos, it feels real. When Stephanie's out, it feels like she's a pantomime dame, isn't she?
Yeah.
And when pantomime villain, and Kurt Angle. Again, it's obviously acted.
He doesn't know what he's doing half the time,
No, and it's fun to see Kurt, and we saw the same thing before that with Mick Foley, and it's fun to watch, but it's not the same.
No.
It doesn't feel real, and SmackDown does.
And it's not just that. The thing is, SmackDown also proves it doesn't have to be all just breaking the fourth wall. We have got those gimmicky things in there. For example, in the tag team division, which we mentioned, we've got Breezango, who are doing brilliantly in it. With their whole fashion police stuff. So it's not all need to be serious, but it feels like with Raw, it's just not clicking. And okay, I like the whole idea now. He got Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar at each other's throats, which I actually am looking forward. I am sort of looking forward to that match, for the fact that I do want to. I know that a lot of people are saying this, and I do agree that I do see Samoa Joe not winning that match. But there is a little glimmer in me thinking, actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Samoa Joe walking away with the championship after the end of that. Because out of the two of them, I hate Brock Lesnar more than Samoa Joe, because of the fact, and we've mentioned this many times, and it was a couple of years ago as well.
I don't hate Brock Lesnar. Do you know what? I like Brock Lesnar as a character.
I'll rephrase that. I hate Brock Lesnar as a champion.
Yeah.
I
don't hate Brock Lesnar.
I think Brock. Yeah, Brock Lesnar's all right, but like I said, as a champion,
I think he's an exciting draw to have.
Yeah.
But he's annoying because he doesn't show up. He's a part-timer. And as a champion, he should be there weekly, and he should be defending on Raw, not just as pay-per-views.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets frustrating, I find, because I think, well, so we haven't seen him since WrestleMania talking this week, which is crazy, really.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's really harmed. To be honest, I think that's harmed Raw.
Oh wow, that was bad for Billy.
Okay,
went
the fact that they haven't had a just watch it there.
Yeah.
But the fact that Raw haven't had a champion
since
active
WrestleMania
champion for the last few weeks. Yeah, I think that's partly what's harmed them in the ratings.
The thing is, as much as we complain about Jinder Mahal being champion, at least they've got a champion, and at least there's a champion competing every pay-per-view for SmackDown.
Is there? Yeah. And turning up at every SmackDown.
Exactly,
much.
yeah. The thing is, we want a champion who's there. We're alright if they're not there for, say, about a month. That's alright. We understand that kind of things. But, that was a Superman punch to the ladder. See that fly across the ring? Didn't know Billy was that strong. But, anyway. Yeah, like we said, it's just... we need someone at least there. And we complained about this last time. As it froze again. No, it's doing alright.
No, it's fine.
That's fine. That's alright. We complained about this last time. What happened to the 30-day rule? So we got it with Naomi that can't compete with her championship, and so she had to lose it. And now it's just Brock Lesnar isn't there, and it's not like he's injured. He's just not there.
Yeah, it's a farce. It is a farce because he's not even.
It just needs to be constant with the actual thing.
He's not even in. So it's not like they can even pass it off. That's why he has fought, just not on telly. You know, I mean, to the point where actually it's even been commented on, isn't it? I think there was quite a little snidey mark made last week by Corey Graves.
Yeah.
About him not turning up. You know what I mean? So even the commentators are taking the piss a little bit.
Oh, I'm loving this match so much. I just watched Ryan try and give Billy the ladder, and he just wasn't taking it. Give the ladder. Have it. Oh, no, okay then. This match is actually going better than I thought it would. I'm happy this match is actually going long, mate. Ryan's up there. Oh, no. Anyone but him. Because he will gloat about it. Oh, thank God.
The more they destroy each other, the better it is for me.
It's better for all of us. I think it's frozen. Has it froze? No, it hasn't. God damn it. I'd like to apologise for people who are watching this. The connection seems to really not be in a good mood tonight.
No.
But, like I said, that is where it's getting annoying with it. We're going to have Brock Lesnar. He's got a match. He's got his first match since WrestleMania at this stupidly named pay-per-view. I don't know. It's just... I can see why Raw are not doing that well. And I think it needs... the writing team of Raw really needs to speak to the writing team of SmackDown a bit.
Yeah.
Because they really need some help here. And this is, you can actually start to see that, you can tell that Raw has got the old writing staff for WWE.
Yeah.
And SmackDown's got the new staff. Because
I think significantly, it's the fact actually when you look at the Raw ratings, it's dropping. Do you know what I mean? So people are watching it for the first couple of hours, and then it's dropped.
Well, even since the actual split, they've kept on saying that, that it's the first 2 hours, it's going brilliantly, and then like I said, the last hour, it's just no one cares anymore. We even saw that with some of the pay-per-views as well. I think WrestleMania, it started to drop off by the last hour of WrestleMania, but then again, you're looking at it, you're thinking, what the hell's happening outside the ring? I don't know if I've still got Hanksy. Hanksy?
Yeah, I'm back.
You're back. Hi, mate. Yeah, so like I'm guessing you're saying that the last hour of Raw at the moment, it seems to be dropping off, isn't it? So we're back again. Yeah, we're having so much fun with the connection tonight. So, yeah, like I said, I know what I was looking for. I was looking for, just in case SmackDown does have another pay-per-view, because, I'm expecting SummerSlam usually around about late August, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you would expect them to have at least one more pay-per-view after this. So if they do, what do you think the next pay-per-view for SmackDown is going to be?
I don't know. I was just thinking that. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think what came between Money in the Bank and SummerSlam last year.
Got it. So yeah, there is another pay-per-view for SmackDown after this. Because we're coming close to a year of the brand split as well. Because it was just before, it was just after this pay-per-view, which I'm going to say, Battleground.
It was Battleground. I was just thinking that. I can remember the promo had all the standing with flags for some apparent reason. So
again, SmackDown's going to have another better pay-per-view than Raw.
Yeah.
It just, like I say, it feels a little bit draining half the time. Just going through the list of pay-per-views that we've had so far. That's a bit too far.
Do you know what? Raw has had some really good pay-per-views.
They have.
It just hasn't done enough with them.
Yeah.
No. You know?
So, I'm trying to get to the date at the moment. I'm in the 2000s now. There, guys. There. We've got some Raw brand. I forgot. Yeah, 2002 was when the last... God damn it. Yeah, then the actual last major brand split, 2003, where we had Insurrection. That would have been a better name than Bloody Great Balls of Fire. Bad Blood. That's the name that was actually going to be called. Yeah. Unforgiven. Vengeance.
Yeah.
Taboo Tuesday. That would have been better. Even though it would have been on the Sunday.
No, it is a waste.
We can go through a list of it. Oh, something's happened. Oh, you are kidding me.
Who's won?
So, yeah, we have a new champion.
Is it Kaj?
No, it's not Kaj. I thought it was going to be Kaj, I'll be honest. So...
They're also standing looking at him on the left. Right. And it is... Who is it? It's Doc.
It's Doc. Doc is our new champion.
Well, there you go.
So, that's...
Unexpected.
Unexpected, yeah. Well, the question is, will Doc be able to hold on to his title up to SummerSlam?
No.
Why? Who do you think you're going to be facing up to SummerSlam? Yeah.
I want to be facing Heavenly. That's the match we all want to see.
What? Doc versus Heavenly?
No, me versus Heavenly.
So, we've made a lot of fun of Raw tonight. And I would say we are really looking forward to this pay-per-view ourselves. Money in the Bank. Some great matches there. What match are you looking forward to the most, mate?
I think the women. And then the men.
And then the tag team. Yeah.
Then the tag teams. Yeah. Then.
You've only got two more to pick, mate.
Yeah. So I think I'm thinking
Men's and women's.
my least favourite. I mean, I think my least favourite is the men. The women, I think, before the men, just because I'm interested to see how Lana's going to
doing the actual thing. Yeah. I agree.
I'm hoping she's going to be. I'm hoping she's going to be something good. I think she could be surprised. You never know.
Well, I kind of agree here. I think the match I'm looking forward to the most is the women's because of it being the first time ever. Then the men's, of course. The thing is, the point of Money in the Bank is the Money in the Bank matches. We keep saying that over and over again. And by the sounds of things, they're not going to be disappointing as with these ones.
No.
Like I said, the other matches, they're just filler. They kind of got half the championships, and they've got all 3 championships in their pay-per-view, which I give them due. They've done good to fit those in there. But that is it for our WWE predictions for Money in the Bank. We will be back in 3 weeks time. Is it 3 weeks time? 3 weeks.
I think it's 3 weeks. I think we got a bit of a longer one this time.
3 weeks time for the pay-per-view we don't really give a damn about.
Yeah.
With the stupid name.
I'm sure by the time we get there, I'm sure we'll care more about it.
Yeah, because hopefully we'll change the name of the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, is it?
I don't think it is.
That's definitely not going to happen. No. But yeah.
So so there we have it. Our new champion as well, Doc. First time he's won it.
Yeah.
Will he be a good champion? I hope so. I think he'll be good with the championship.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
Dude, that could be the guy you'd be facing at SummerSlam.
Yeah. I don't care. Whoever it is, they're going to lose.
Oh, wow. So anyway,
I'm going to be a heel.
You're going to be a...
I'm going to be a heel.
What is with everyone wanting me a heel? The problem is, if you turn a heel, I've got to turn a heel because we're teammates, mate.
Yeah, I think we definitely should be heel.
You think we should be heels? Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we will let you guys know more of what our CTG match will be for that pay-per-view, which we will not mention. So keep your your eyes peeled for that. If you want to tune into us, of course, always follow us on what's it called? On youtube.com/CraveYourGames, twitch.tv/GDW2007, and of course the CTG podcast, mixer.com/CraveYourGame, and facebook.com/CraveYourGame, and of course join us at cravethegame.proboards.com for if you're 18 and over. I think that's it, mate. Thank you for joining me again, mate.
Cheers.
And
it's been good fun.
Yep. And to a great Money in the Bank match, to some great Money in the Bank winners. Until next time, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.